Kroll is the last competitor here on this evening of team competition. He is set to go now in floor exercise for East Germany. And East Germany having already, barring the totally unforeseen, nailed down the #2 position ahead of China. And Japan, Hungary, Romania, and Italy ahead of the United States and Bulgaria, finishing in a tie for 8th.
Kroll opened with a full-in pike, perfect form. He, of course, was one of the consistent members of the silver medal winning team, the East Germans in Seoul. The world champion on the vault. On a flip-flop whip, flip-flop full, punch front. Well, that's strange. He had a little bit of a bobble there.
And it wasn't that difficult of a little pass.
Not for him. It looked like he was a little bit off when he went through the whip back. Changed his mind in the mid-section of that pass. Here's his dismount, tuck double back. Very clean dismount. I'm sure that'll score well, although he did have a little trouble in that third tumbling run. It looked like he was sort of unsure of himself.
So Silvio Kroll, who is the last man to perform live here in the team competition tonight, finishes his evening's work. And a lot of support here in the stands from just about every country, as a matter of fact. In fact, the American fans have been rather quiet today. Of all the fans here in the stadium, that contingent may be
the Swiss fans. They're the wild.
They are great.
The cowbells.
They got it all. Another look at Silvio Kroll.
This is his dismount, tuck double back, tremendous reach. Very good position in the air. Good finish for Silvio Kroll. His scores today, he had a 9-9 on the vault, 3 9/8, high bar, parallel bars, and still rings a 9-4, his lowest score on pommel horse.
But still good enough to get him into the all-around, along with his teammates Andreas Becker and Sven Tippelt. And as we mentioned, the Soviet Union runaway champions here once again. They won it in most convincing fashion. East Germany, very good event for them here to finish second. 9-7 was the score for Silvio Kroll. So the Soviet Union wins it. East Germany is second ahead of China, Japan, Hungary, Romania, Italy finishing in 7th place. Good event for them too. And then a tie between the United States and Bulgaria. Back to wrap things up from here in Stuttgart after this.
Over 500,000 times tonight, we'll be delivering in 30 minutes or less. Sometimes we even arrive a little.
The award ceremony is going on now at Hans Martin Schleyer Halle here in Stuttgart, and the recipients of the gold medal, no surprise here, the Soviet Union. They win it easily. East Germany finishes in 2nd place ahead of China, with Japan, Hungary, Romania, and a pretty good showing by the Italians, who finished in 7th place ahead of the United States and Bulgaria, who finished in a tie for 8th. But the Russians, I don't know what you could say about them, Bart. They continue to be dominant, and they continue to be extremely dominant, not just winning, but winning easily.
Oh, yeah, and with a win of 6.4 in the team competition, that's about like a 6-touchdown win in any football game. It's huge, and it's interesting to see the Soviets, though. They're always challenging for the higher level of difficulty, so even though they're such a dominant team, they're pushing the boundaries of the sport of gymnastics, and it's exciting to watch them. Although I have to admit, I think they were a little flat today because they weren't pressed in the team competition, so they weren't sticking landings, and their form was a little weaker than you usually see.
Kathy, you've been watching that battle for 2nd place between East Germany and China. Do you see a sign of the future with these two teams?
Well, as I thought it would be, it was a very interesting competition. East Germany rose to the occasion in spite of not having 2 of their best gymnasts, and the Chinese, having lost Wang Chongqing to injury on the high bar, fought to hang on to 3rd over the Japanese, who have to be disappointed since they won the bronze in Seoul.
That's the story then in the men's competition. The Soviet Union continuing to show itself the best in the world in this most rigorous of all sports. The United States, though, up from the Olympic Games. They finished 11th there. They finished this time in a tie for 8th. Well, the men's team final of the 25th World Gymnastics Championships has come to a close here in Stuttgart with a dominant Soviet Union team emerging with a gold medal. Highlighting tonight's events was a perfect 10 on pommel horse by the Soviet Valentin Mogilny. That was the only 10 scored in tonight's finals. For the American team, 23-year-old Kevin Davis gave this strong performance on parallel bars, good enough to earn him a 9-7. The United States, though, finished in a tie for 8th with Bulgaria. Our congratulations to the athletes who come from over 48 nations to compete here in Stuttgart, West Germany, and our thanks to you for joining us on this exciting and very special night of gymnastics. So for Bart Connor and Kathy Johnson, I'm Barry Tompkins. So long from Stuttgart.
The 1989 World Gymnastics Championships are being brought to you by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. By Domino's Pizza Incorporated. Hot, delicious pizza. Domino's Pizza. Nobody delivers better. And by MicroAge. Computer systems for your business.
In 13 cities and 10 countries across the Pacific, they're playing our song. United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve, halfway around the world.